Hey everybody, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And guys, every now and again, you can even get a truth nugget from MSNBC. Yes, MSNBC, for real. I'm not kidding you. Every now and again, you can get a truth nugget. And this weekend, they actually pointed out a huge backfire by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and New York Attorney General Letitia James, who have both brought cases against Donald Trump. Now, Alvin Bragg's case is a criminal case, and it involves the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, while Letitia James' case is a civil case. But both cases bear one thing in common, and the thing in common, besides being about Donald Trump, is that both of those people, Letitia James and Alvin Bragg, campaigned on a promise to get Donald Trump. So, rather interesting indeed. And when you look at it, really they should both be disbarred or removed from office because, again, when you pick a man and go after the crime, that's not the way the American justice system is supposed to work. You're supposed to find a crime and then find the suspect, not the other way around. That being said, these MSNBC analysts pointed to something that I think you're going to find rather interesting. I want you to go ahead and watch this clip, and then we'll talk about it.
Something that strikes me about all of this, David Rode, is that this is like one case of many that we're talking about, right?
Yes.
So given that, I want to pull up these two headlines. They were both on the Politico homepage at the same time, and I think the fact that they exist back to back says so much. You can see them there. Republican donor retreat suggests Donald Trump is far from a coronation. Okay, that's one piece, and then the other piece is indictment turbocharges Trump's fundraising. So if sort of the shadow that is being cast on his electability is coming from the donor class, but he is able to continue to raise money off his grift. I mean, to what extent does their opinion then matter?
I think that he's raising money from his base. I think it's the small donors that are helping him, and he had a big surge after he was indicted in Manhattan. But you see the big donors, the deep-pocketed donors are going to DeSantis. He's got a huge war chest at this point. Nikki Haley outraised Trump so far in this last go-round. So that's a sign of the establishment trying to push back, and it shows, I think, the depth of division in the Republican Party.
Paul, I want to turn to
And so what you see there is that these cases have turbocharged President Donald Trump's fundraising. Now, where did they turbocharge President Donald Trump's fundraising? Well, not among the donor class, not among the establishment, but among the average American voter who is sending in small donations, the small donors. Well, the big corporations are not who goes to the polls and votes. It's the small donors. It's the voters, the actual voters who are sending in money, who are also the ones that will go to the polls and vote. So this, to me, is a massive backfire on the part of Bragg and James. When they thought they were going to sink Trump's ship, it looks like they're propelling Trump's ship. It looks like they're turbocharging, as the MSNBC analyst put it, the Trump campaign, which I think is the exact opposite of what they want it to do. So, you got to kind of give them credit for being so, I don't know if it's called credit, but you kind of got to have to give them a hat tip for being so dumb that they actually helped the guy they're trying to hurt. I mean, that's a pretty huge blunder. But again, you're coming from people who don't want to prosecute criminals, like actual criminals. So, this week's going to be an interesting week, though, guys. I want you to stay tuned for it because there's going to be some testimony against Alvin Bragg in front of Congress that's pretty significant. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that. And I want you to give me your comments about this video and about what this means for Trump's future in the 2024 election. So please, again, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.